So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It's all on the line for the Pittsburgh Steelers in this one. And yeah, that's all I really know, man. It's all on the line for the Pittsburgh Steelers in this game. And I wouldn't want to have it any other way for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't think the Pittsburgh Steelers, honestly, I mean, obviously they would probably want to win a few more games this year that we probably could have won. Like the Jets are sitting at 6-6 right now. We could be sitting at 6-6 right now if we beat the New York Jets. But we lose one to the Jets. If we could have got the Bengals when we was playing the Bengals, if we could have swept them bitches, it would have been really nice. It would have been pretty sweet. It would have been sweet right now, a little sweeter than it is right now. It's like doom and gloom right now. But I'm still talking playoffs. I still believe, and I believe we could beat the Ravens. Without Lamar Jackson, I do believe we could beat the Ravens. Uh, like I said in my last video, all they do, their offense is built off running the ball, and their defense on paper, I mean, it's mediocre, pretty much. It's mediocre. It's not the 2000s Baltimore defense. It's not even close. So, and they're banged up, and their offense is banged up all over. So, and they've had a cupcake schedule. And Pittsburgh playing for their motherfucking life. We're gonna see what we got in our rookie, and these are the type of games Tomlin comes up and steps up in the regular season. I mean, when we have Devlin Hodges, where he steps up and win games that we're not supposed to. When Ben goes down multiple times throughout the season, people step up and win games. When TJ Watt goes down, I mean, we don't do good when TJ Watt goes down. That's one player we don't do good when TJ Watt goes down. But, we've had major injuries throughout the year, and Tomlin usually steps up in these big time games. When the moments count the most, that's where Tomlin really comes in and shows out. And I think that's what's going to happen with Pittsburgh. We're going to come in, we're going to show out, we're going to win this game, and then we'll see where we're at after this. But it is a life or death game for Pittsburgh. And even if we do lose this game, I'm going to still be rooting. I'm going to still be repping. We could still play spoiler to Baltimore because if we lose this game, I mean, Cincinnati's sitting up there pretty and Baltimore is sitting up there pretty. I mean, they're so lucky they came back in the end of the game to even win that game this week. So it is what it is. It's the NFL. It happens sometimes. They pulled a rabbit out of their hat and they got that win. But the way the Pittsburgh Steelers defense has been playing, we got 2 in a row. I think Pittsburgh can make it 3 in a row. I think they can make it 3 in a row. So we'll see if they can do this shit. Najee's been playing great the past 3 weeks. He's leading the league in rushing, I believe, or top 5 or something like that. So those are the expectations that you want to see out of Najee Harris, and he's starting to live up to expectations now this season. And we're going to see what we can do Sunday. I mean, they got Calais Campbell, good interior lineman. It's going to be tough to run on them. You got Patrick Queen, good inside linebacker. They got some corner. I think some of their corners, I don't know if it's Marcus Peters or the other one they got. And they have an injury to their safety, too. Their safeties aren't really all that great. But they got some good corners. They got Patrick Queen. And they always have a good D-line and good up front. So it is tough to run on them. But on paper, their D hasn't been living up to it. I don't know if they've been having a tons of injuries or what, but they've had a soft-ass schedule. And like I said, Tomlin steps up in these must-win type of games. We're going to see what we get with Kenny. These are the type of games that, Kenny's going to have to play. These are the type of games Ben Roethlisberger especially would always come out. Like, he might throw a bone every season or two. We'd have those 1 or 2 games. It's like, dude, what the fuck happened? But then when it comes time to play, when it comes time to prime time, when it comes time to Baltimore Ravens football, when it comes time to division football, Ben Roethlisberger came to play. He had the confidence, and he was out there slanging it. You could just go look back at his Super Bowl runs when he was splitting triple coverage and shit. You can look at the Super Bowl winning drive when he split triple coverage and throw it to Santonio Holmes. You could look at the touchdown pass he threw against the Denver Broncos when he in like triple coverage for a touchdown. You can look when he made Champ Bailey bit and made him look silly and threw a touchdown pass for 6 to Cedric Wilson. I mean, Ben came to play. in those big time games, and this is a big time game for Pittsburgh. And you spend a first round draft pick on Kenny Pickett, and you expect him to be the franchise quarterback. And these are the type of games you need a franchise quarterback to come out there and win. I like some of my videos have been saying you got a lot of expectations on Harris, and he's supposed to be the leader of the offense, but these are the type of games you need, Ken. You need a quarterback and Kenny to come to play. So Kenny's going to have to come to play. And he's been playing. He hasn't been turning the ball over. But Ben was showing I was watching Ben's little podcast, and he was showing some of the. He had some shots downfield to where he did. He used Deontay like burnt a dude bad. He was wide open. Kenny didn't take the shot. So is he scared to take the shot? I mean, you don't want him to turning the ball over, but you know what I mean? If you can get them quick points and give your defense a break, and especially the Pittsburgh defense that likes to blitz, and you play with a lead, and then the Pittsburgh defense is going to get him behind the chains, and we're going to be in the backfield all game long and making Huntley turn the ball over, and then we could just start grounding and pounding him. Once we get the lead through the D, setting us up a good field position, I think we're going to win this game. I don't think Huntley's going to know what's coming. I mean, we got Highsmith, we got Watt, we got Hayward, we got a lot of different interior linemen who have been playing great, but we have a bunch of different guys that can rotate in and we can give reps to. The Marvin Lill, Ojanobi, Tyson Alualu, Chris Wormley. I mean, we have a very deep defensive line. Devin Bush, Miles Jack, they're not great, but they're two like C plus, B minus inside linebackers. And two great outside linebackers, Minka and Edmonds. So Huntley's not. It's going to be tough for Huntley to get yards on this team. I mean, they're not going to have the rushing attack from Lamar Jackson. Huntley can run the ball a little bit, but he ain't nothing like Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson's, let's be honest, he's the best running quarterback ever to play the game. So, but T.J. Watt's the best outside linebacker, one of the best outside linebackers in Pittsburgh Steelers history. And he's going to break the Steelers all-time sacks. So he's going to go down as the all-time sack leader in Pittsburgh Steelers history. And I believe the Pittsburgh Steelers, Mike Tomlin, the Rooneys, the organization as a whole, and Cam Hayward from the top to bottom have way too much pride to let their division rival, Baltimore Ravens, come into Pittsburgh and let them end the season. And we're going to get this win come Sunday, I believe. So here we go, Steelers, baby. Let's get this win. And keep this train rolling. The Najee Harris train. But he's going to need a lot of help from Kenny Pickett. And we'll see if Pickett's got what it takes.